And I know everyone in this room wants to know from you, what do you think is on the line? What should folks know at home? What should folks know here in Arizona and across the country?
Yeah.
Welcome along in November.
Well, there's a lot on the line in November. First of all, hi, and thank you so much for having me in this beautiful home and for being here using your incredible platform. I mean, I don't think there's anything that deserves our attention more right now than what's going on, and Arizona matters. We know Arizona always has the opportunity to decide the outcomes of elections, and so we're here. There's a lot of us in Arizona, and some of you constantly, day in and day out on the ground, keeping sustained dialogue with communities that are so deeply impacted by the outcomes of these elections. And top of mind for me, if you can't tell by my shirt, is our reproductive rights and our reproductive freedom. I mean, it's terrifying what's on the line right now. Arizona's been on the front lines of Trump's attacks on reproductive freedom with the current ban that is creating chaos and confusion, which is particularly harmful to communities who depend on places like Planned Parenthood for all of their sexual and reproductive health care. And what's great news is that this November, Arizona gets to get to the polls and vote for a state constitutional amendment that would protect those freedoms, Prop 139. So everybody needs to know about that. And I heard the news that your ballot is 4 pages long. And we have to remember that for a lot of people, that's pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
And so we can't let something as important as you securing your reproductive freedoms get lost in the fray. We need to communicate that to communities and demystify a lot of the intimidation of voting. So we've got a lot of work to do in terms of educating, but even so, even when Arizona turns out and protects your right by voting yes on Prop 139, a Trump presidency would be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Trump could take action to ban abortion in all 50 states, would be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Trump could take action to ban abortion in all 50 states. He is very loudly claiming, and Project 2025 is right there and says it. They have a very detailed plan to do so. So Repro Health is on the ballot, up and down the ballot. And we have to obviously send Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to the White House to protect our rights there. We have to send Ruben Gallego to the Senate. We have to vote on important propositions. So much is at stake locally and nationally here in Arizona. So that's what's on my mind.
Yeah.